Good morning, loves. It's a beautiful day. Coach V here, your go-to love solution provider, bringing you a brand new way to level up your love life. Welcome to Love Hacks. Today's episode, tricky. Let me ask you a question. What if Jesus forgave like we do in relationships? Aren't you glad that God's grace doesn't come with guilt tripping? Nako, if you've ever felt like you're doing everything, providing everything, apologizing every day, and still ending up the bad guy, this episode is for you. Because sometimes, love, in relationships, you give them the world and they still ask, why didn't you answer my text in 3 minutes? Nako, let's read today's love confession from a public forum. Here's the full post from a guy who sounds tired and honestly, desperate to feel like human again. And take it away.
Okay, dapat kay Pao to, but let me do this. Ang bigat-bigat na dalhin ng girlfriend ko. In our 4-year relationship, ako nagpo-provide ng lahat. Money, food, bills. Well, siguro kasalanan ko rin kasi sa sobrang princess treatment na gusto kong gawin for her, hindi ko na siya pinatrabaho. Sira daw kasi confidence niya. Hirap na siya maghanap ng work since pandemic. Ayun, sobrang nalugmok. Gusto kong maging superhero ng buhay niya eh. Okay lang sana, kayang-kaya ko namang tiisin, pero araw-araw kami nag-aaway. Araw-araw niya akong sinasabihan ng masasakit na salita. One moment, okay kami, pero pag di lang ako nakareply agad or di ko masagot ang call niya, kung ano-ano na sinasabi sa akin. Minsan, busy lang sa work, iniisip niya nakikipagkita na ako sa iba. Hindi kumpleto ang isang linggo na di siya nanghihinala. Mahal na mahal ko siya, pero nahihirapan na akong pakisamahan siya. Sinasabi ko rin, kasalanan ko rin naman. Nagloko ako 2 years ago. Pinatawad niya ako, pero araw-araw niya akong pinaparamdam na di pa siya healed. Naiintindihan ko naman, baka di pa siya nag-heal. Tiniis ko pa rin lahat kahit sobrang hirap na niyang mahalin.
Thank you, Anne. Let's talk about this and let's keep this real. This man is in emotional debt. He made a mistake, yes. He spent 2 years repaying a sin he already confessed. Well, now let's ask ourselves, love, when someone forgives us but never stop punishing you, what do you call that? Have you experienced being cheated? Tapos is it natural that you forgive and forget? Nako, because this isn't redemption anymore. It's resentment wearing a wedding ring. And here's what makes this worse, The guy's still trying, he's still providing, showing up, holding her pain while choking on his silence. But let's be honest here, he's not her boyfriend anymore. Para na siyang emotional landfill. Well, since it's Holy Week, my love, let me ask you something. What if Jesus forgave like we do in relationship? Yung parang ganito, I forgive you, but I'm bringing it up every day. I love you, but I'll remind you of what you did forever. Or you're redeemed, but not really. Aren't you glad God's grace doesn't come with guilt trips? That's when we say, oh, forgive us our trespasses. He doesn't reply with, didn't you already trespass last Thursday at 3 p.m.? Nako, to my fellow co-host, if this was you, what would you do?
Oof. Well, I think that's the thing like it's not really forgiving. Diba? Kasi if you say you forgive, but then you don't really forgive kasi you keep on bringing it back. Like, it's a different thing.
How about the ladies? Diba sometimes traumatic when somebody cheated on you?
That's
Mabilis
true.
bang kalimutan yon just because you took him back?
Hold on, I just want to know what's the context of what the Reddit post was.
Kasi hindi niya alam niya
I can't answer because I don't know what
Okay,
it
okay,
let's keep you
okay, so
posted
ganito.
after the show, Monique. I'm so sorry.
There was this guy who cheated on his girl,
2
and
years
after
ago.
so many years, the girl hasn't really gotten over it yet. She's
Yes.
still not healed, and so he feels like it's emotional baggage.
Yeah,
you
she
know,
punishes
like,
him
Ah,
every
okay.
day.
Yes.
All right, so now I know. So now I can answer. Okay, thank you so much.
Kailangan translate. Ang hirap ng
Guys, I said English.
Sabi ko sa inyo, English
That's
na lang
deep
dapat.
Tagalog.
We need an English version
Yes,
for
yes,
Mo
yes.
while
All
we're
right.
reading.
Action.
Actually, thank you. But anyway, so I think in that case, case, if you can't get over what that person did, in this case it's cheating, then you should just separate. Because if you're gonna hold
Yeah.
it against him forever, then there's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really
Okay,
forgiving.
and that's my 2 cents after
Okay,
the
how about you,
translation.
Monique? Ann?
Same thing. If you can't get over what that person did to you, then it's better to not hold on to the relationship anymore. Because you're going to carry that. And you don't even want that for yourself as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Right? That's
hard
too heavy to bring. And every day, every single day that you see your partner, you're reminded
maalala
of
mo,
that.
yeah.
And it's, you just feel
na.
heavy and then you're pissed, like, oh, remember that one time, or oh, who are you
Yeah.
talking to?
Diba?
It's just
Biglang ang dami,
annoying.
Yes.
ang dami mong sasabi, no?
I know the context.
Diba? But just to be clear, this is not an excuse for the guy. He
Yeah.
cheated, he really committed a mistake.
Right.
But then, oo nga, no, when you're always reminded, parang kulang na lang sabihin mo, just let me go.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Did you know, loves, that in 2020, a study by a psychologist, Everett Worthington, found that people who struggle to forgive report higher levels of depression, anxiety, and relationship dissatisfaction, just like what you ladies and Pao is saying. Diba? Stressful, and alam nyo naman, the cause of cancer is stress. So, yep, holding on to resentment isn't noble. It's neurotoxic. It affects your brain, your body, and yes, your relationship survival. So, eto na, loves. What is the solution? What do you do when you're carrying both your guilt and their pain? Number 1, forgiveness must come with release. Ay, that's ganda nun. If they say, I forgive you, but use it as an ammo in every argument, that's not peace. That's psychological warfare. Number 2, are we really healing or are we hostage taking? If love feels like a courtroom, maybe you're not in a relationship anymore. Maybe you're in a life sentence with no parole. Number 3, you're allowed to want joy again. Even if you made a mistake, even if you were the villain once, you don't have to stay there forever. And 4, if you're the one who was hurt, you're allowed to take time. But if you choose to stay, sabi nga ng mga co-host ko, choose to rebuild, not rewind. Well, to the man who posted this, you are not your past, you are not your punishment, and you are not less worthy of love because you've failed before, as long as hindi mo na uulitin, ha? Loves, this Holy Week, let's remember, God doesn't forgive with reminders. Hindi niya sinasabi na, remember, may kasalanan ka yesterday. Diba? He forgives with renewal. So, if your relationship looks more like crucifixion than connection, then maybe it's time to rise too. Remember, loves, love doesn't mean you have to suffer in silence. You can love someone and still say, I'm not your villain anymore. I've changed. Please meet me here. That's it for today, loves. This is Coach V giving you real talk about real love. Want help navigating yung mga love after mistakes? DM me at Dating Coach V and let's work it out with truth, sass, and healing. Let's not just talk about love, let's solve it. Join me again next week and have a beautiful Holy Week. Love you.
Amen.